one of, so you want to move to the country. One thing I like to always discuss with clients who are new to rural living is your propane tank. This is more than likely what will fuel a number of your appliances around your home. This is a standard 500-gallon tank. It has the fill valve, it has the meter, that tells us how filled it is. This one has about 39% in it. It has the main gas valve. And there's a few things that you should know about propane tanks and propane service and the fuel itself. When you have a propane tank, you will either own your own tank or you will be paying a small monthly fee from your fuel provider to rent the tank. If you own your own tank, that means that you can shop around and you can price check propane prices. You can purchase from whoever you want to purchase from. If you rent your tank, usually that means that you are bound to one company. There's definitely pros and cons to both. If you rent your tank and something goes wrong with it or the line or the gas valve, usually the company you're renting from will cover the repair. If you own your own tank, then it's on your dime. The other thing to consider is when you call the fuel company to order your fuel, more often than not, they're not going to bring it that day. They might not bring it the next day. They might not bring it that week. It could be a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whenever they have time. So if it is 35 below zero and you just realized that you have 12% propane, you are going to probably pay extra for them to do a rapid delivery or expedited delivery. There's also a minimum fill. So if you are budgeting your fuel costs and you are not prepared to spend 500 gallons worth of expense, the company that you call will have a minimum fill. And every company has their own parameters set for that. Some places will only deliver 100 or more gallons at a time. Other places it's 250 gallons and it goes up from there. So know what your minimum fill is. Also, if your tank drops below 10%, then there's extra maintenance and extra inspection to be done. They will probably have to do a gas sniffer, and they're going to have to come into your house to check, because when the gas gets really low, the pressure also gets low, and it can cause some issues that they like to double check for. So the main thing is keep an eye on your gauge to know how much fuel you have at any given time. If it's cold out and you're using your furnace, especially if it's really cold out, like December, January, February, you are really going to want to watch that closely, because when your furnace is clicking on every 15-20 minutes or half an hour when it's below zero, you are going to go through a huge amount of propane. You also need to make sure that when it is during the time of year that we have snow on the ground, you need to be sure to shovel a path to your propane tank for your delivery person. Now, most people simply just keep a path maintained all winter long, and other people will wait and shovel in the middle of winter one time when they order propane. It's whatever you choose to do, but they do need a path. So if your propane tank is really far away from your driveway and behind your house or behind your garage, that's definitely a longer path to maintain. I know some people will have their tank moved if it's just too much. So that's pretty much what you need to know as far as propane service in the country goes.